fight each other.
And there are many other types of LARP other than vampire?
No. I did nothing with you.
Okay.
There's also Dark Pyre, Night Biters, Mr. Faze. I'm sorry. I'm teasing you. That's not fun.
Thank you.
Hitting people with foam-covered pipes is pretty cool too.
See, exactly. Throwing tiny bursts of powder at them and saying magic missile, also great. How can we help you, sir?
I had a chance to come by your booth at San Diego and talk to Erica and Robert and you guys.
They are rad.
You guys are pretty cool people. You hire really cool people.
Well, you saw what we put them through to hire them. I mean, they have to be pretty cool to manage all that shit, so.
Yeah. So I do have a question regarding the writing, transfer of knowledge between writer and artist. So today's strip is mostly dialogue. It's all dialogue, with what you wrote. Is there ever a time when you have an idea for a strip where you can't work directly together to come up with what the strip is going to look like, where you have to write action?
Oh, you know, as far as like a lot of specific stuff about visual blocking, like, you know, we write pretty free. I mean, have you ever heard any of the podcasts or seen any of the fourth panel stuff? I mean, we can communicate with each other about that kind of material, and we expect that if the process isn't always going to go well, we will yell at each other. And, you know what I mean? Like, we don't always 100% get along. But there are certain barriers between us that I don't cross, and a lot of times it has to do with how the specific things look visually, because he can't think visually.
I'm not trying to insult him, I'm saying that he doesn't think that way.
No, like if I look at a comic, I only look at the words. I can read an entire comic in probably 40 seconds. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even look at the pictures.
There was a strip we did, this happens a lot, but the most recent one is the strip on Friday, which everyone was here, you might not have seen it, but at the end of it, there was a guy playing on his N-Gauge in Siberia, right?
With Comrade Dog.
And the joke was that he was, if you play LOL, you know how long it takes some people to load the freaking game. We joke that they must be playing on their N-Gauge, right? So in his mind, he's like, well, maybe we don't need the text in the last panel. We just have like a big shot that shows Siberia and the guy playing on the N-Gauge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how would I show a wide establishing shot of Siberia with enough detail that you would know that the guy in it is playing on an N-Gauge? Like,
I told him, not my job.
Like, I can either draw an N-Gauge so that you know it's that and you don't see really much else. Like, he just doesn't think that way.
Yeah, we each have like half of a useful brain. You know what I mean? And then when we come together, we're able to figure some stuff out. But like I said, that barrier is partly established by my inability to imagine things. I don't have an imagination like that. But it's also partly because that's just, in order to work together as long as we have to have some kind of rule. And my rule is that I don't get to fuck with him about the part that he loves. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell him how to do that stuff. Unless I have a really amazing idea and then I bring it to him, you know, with reference. You know, but generally speaking, no, that's not my job, and I'm not trying to foist it on him, but that's what he loves to do. I don't want to take it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like a wiser person now. Thank you.
Hi.
Sir.
I was very happy to see that you were working with Zvoid Games.
Yes, we are.
On a new Rainsaw game. And I was wondering how that came about. Oh, to work with this tiny indie duo.
Dude, you know what? You know what's really funny about that? Is that, I mean, more or less, we weren't able to make the third game. Hot had a ton of projects. We released them from their obligation. And
they also didn't want to make it a 16-bit.
Yeah. I mean, that's not what they wanted to do. And, you know, I moped for a long time, you know, and we just saw a message. Somebody posted on the fucking forum. Man, you know what would be really cool? Have you guys ever played Who Saves the World and Breath of Death 7? You should talk to those guys. That's seriously how it happened. Welcome to the internet. We saw a few K of text, and in a few months, that few K of text will be transformed into a game. So It's pretty crazy, I think. But also, they've been great to work with. I love their other games. I thought they were actually funny. I think they understand pacing and timing in addition to interesting RPG-style mechanics. I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, can I ask?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right. So at PAX, I'm trying to take advantage of Mini Plaza.
Oh, sure.
PAX. Can somebody in the audience please put on a white shirt? So that I can get through that dark dungeon room.
Alright, can somebody change their shirt to white? It's already white, son? Alright.
It's on.
Perfect. Bonjour.
Speaking, hopefully on behalf of the rest of the League of Legends players, I want to thank you for this shirt. It's totally awesome.
That's Kiko's baby.
Okay, I thank Kiko for the shirt.
Absolutely.
But talking to some of my friends who do play LoL, we sort of thought about it. We're like, man, Cho'Gath is kind of, actually fairly far down the list of champions that I wouldn't want to feed. So I was just wondering what champs you guys are like absolutely, maybe terrified of to see on the field. Like, for instance, when I see a really good, Cassidy, I just, run for the hills. So.
Yeah, Cassidy's a tough one. For me, if I see on the bottom, if I see like a super good Fiddle, Fiddle usually crushes me, and if I see a really good Lux.
See, for me, it's Shaco. Just because I've had bad experiences. So Shaco is an evil clown with a sharp knife. He can split himself into another version of himself, and they will both stab you with the knife.
So you go to hit Shaco, and you're always hitting the wrong Shaco.
Yeah, you're hitting Faco instead of Shaco.
And then that one blows up.
And just quickly, what champions are you enjoying playing the most right now?
I play Wukong. Love him.
Yeah, and Leon, in fact, from the strip that we did, that has Wukong and the cross-dressing Tycho as Leona, incredible experiences.
Yeah, I'm talking to the Riot guys. I want to convince them to do a Tycho as Leona's skin.
I was thinking Wukong would make a great cardboard tube samurai.
Yeah, well, they already have a cardboard tube samurai.
There's a Jax. I know.
Yeah.
We need one.
Well, I don't know. I probably shouldn't say this. Is anyone here from Riot? Oh. They told me. They mentioned that they were thinking about a Fruit Fucker skin for Blitzcrank.
Thank you for this insight.
Hi guys, my buddy and I drove down here from Toronto, Canada, for our first PAX.
Thank you so much.
A 5-day pilgrimage here to Nerd Mecca. So I noticed a while ago your whole company got really into ping pong, so are we ever going to see a ping pong free play area in the convention?
Man, we've had that fantasy year after
Just imagine the smell.
It would be damp. There's a dampness factor. I mean, generally speaking, in space, I mean, you've seen how we put every inch of the space to work. I mean, I'm not sure where we would get it, where we would put it. Maybe if we got like a Killer Spin sponsor or something like that, like they could ship in some competition tables or something like that.
Put it in the queue line room after the show with mine.
Oh, there you go. I don't know. I don't know. Every year we have a fantasy that we'll be able to spin that thing out. But I would actually love to play a couple of games of ping pong and PAX.
And just the second part, is Mike back to playing ping pong yet, or is he still a bit traumatized from breaking?
I can't go back. I laid my title down for good.
Thank you.
This is really good.
Hey there.
Hey, what's up?
On the topic of your strip, actually I was going to do a female version of Tycho for my cosplay this year, but I was thwarted by my inability to sew or really do anything crafty.
It sneaks up on a person.
Yeah, so do you think...
That gulf between our dreams and our capabilities.
Yeah, it really was disappointing.
I'm sorry.
But I got like an homage thing going.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it. Hey, where did you get those awesome Kanye glasses?
From some guy with a duffel bag, actually. It was really sneaky.
I'll try to find him.
It's got Plants vs. Zombies on it, so at least they know it.
That helps.
Yeah, they're not, hopefully not drug laced or something, but they're cool.
There's a brand factor.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank
But
you.
I was wondering if you might consider selling maybe just ladies' sizes of Tycho and Gabe's respective topwear.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, especially for the sweater. I live in Alaska, Alaska, I would wear those sort of all the time.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's very different. So now that Erica designs a bunch of the shirts, like now that Erica is in, like we've sort of changed the shirt that we print on, and she communicated to us that the shirt we were using before actually needs to be severely modified to fit on a woman's body.
Oh, yeah, it really does.
And so we changed that shirt. We learned so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Sherry, my darling, it's been such a long time since I last was able to just like touch your arm. I can reassure you that my love for you has only grown just like that.
Is your wife in the audience too?
Right here in the gun room.
Okay.
Can I have another?
Okay, now if... Do it. Will I... What will happen if I don't hug you?
I've seen you on the street.
Dude, your wife's not even here. Keep going. Let's go to work. Get your mitts on it. Get a hold. Grab a piece. Is that pretty rad?
I don't know. She was vibrating the entire time. I just converted my internal structure to diamond.
Hey guys, just quickly I want to thank you for making Child's Play. I have Crohn's disease, and I had major surgery for it, so...
Hold on. Are you a fan of Crohn's disease?
Crohn's disease!
Crohn's up!
And I had major surgery for it, so I know the sheer hell that children and young teens have to go with that one. So I want to thank you for that. One question, well, actually two questions. First is, you guys have been friends for so long, and you've worked together, you've lived together. Friends. How do you avoid...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
How do you how do you avoid killing each other on a regular basis? Because I've been on a road trip with my friend for about 11 days, and I'm pretty sure I can murder him in his sleep at any moment.
Road trips are murder.
Yeah. The reality is that outside of the comic, we don't really hang out much. You know, we go to the office and make the strip, and then we go home. Like, I think that giving each other...
games at night.
What's that?
We play games like
Yeah,
at
we play
night.
games at night. But I'm saying we're not always hanging out together. Like, we sort of give each other privacy, I guess.
Yeah.
We respect each other's lives enough.
Yeah. And and this is the thing, I mean, you might think that like a friend is someone that you can tell your troubles to and things like that. And I think that we actually actively protect the other person from that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I know it seems antithetical to a friendship, right? But what we have is so much more. I don't know. Is that too much? That's too much. Essentially, we actively try to protect each other from each other, and just out of respect. Like, when we get together, it's time to get shit done. You know what I mean? Like, we have a role. We have human beings that we need to satisfy with comics.
And just the second question really quick, Mike, how's the thumb?
How's my thumb?
Oh, you remember you had injuries?
Sliced your thumb?
Oh, yeah, no, it totally healed.
Oh, great.
My body rebuilt itself.
Thank you guys.
Yellow, this is a question for Mike. I just was wondering, is this the final stage of your art